Hey, it's Deanna at Dee's Garden Adventures. I just thought I'd pop on here for a few minutes. Not too terribly long. I'm trying to put up and take down, like I'm gonna take down those chairs over there. Items that might blow around in a hurricane or tropical storm, because there's a storm brewing and it's going to be in the Gulf, and right now they say it's going to go towards Pensacola, between Pensacola and Tampa, but everybody knows that can change. And I live about 45 minutes west of Pensacola, so maybe 55 minutes, depends. So anyway, I'm trying to pick up all the loose stuff I had laying around, and so things don't go flying in a storm. So I saw one Facebook post by a storm chaser that all 4 models were agreeing that it was going to be a category 4 or bigger by Wednesday. So I pray it's not. I pray everyone is safe, and I pray it doesn't do a bunch of damage. But I can't just sit and wait and see, because by the time they figure out basically where it's going to go, I won't have much time. So anyway, I thought I'd pop on here while I took a break. It's kind of hot. It's supposed to be in the 90s today, I believe. And of course the humidity makes it even harder to deal with, in my opinion, because I've lived in dry heat too, so the humidity makes this heat harder to deal with. And the older I get, the harder that is. So that's what I'm doing. Wasn't what I was planning on doing. I was gonna do record a couple of videos on things I've won on Facebook and YouTube, but the weather had other plans for me, so that's okay. Some of this stuff needed to be cleaned up anyway, so what better reason than a storm? I hope everybody's doing well. It's Monday, the 23rd of September already. October's almost here. I can't believe it. It's insane. This year has just kind of flown by, but sometimes it seemed like it was dragging by. I've got stuff I need to plant out. I've got broccoli and cabbage and Brussels sprouts and kale growing, and is that all? Yeah, I think that's all. My spinach didn't come up. Oh, I've got some bok choy growing, and I need to put them out, but they won't do well if it's 90 degrees, so I can't do that until the temperatures come down a little bit. Next week it's supposed to be in the 80s. I might put some out here in the shade so they get a little shade and not so hot. And I've got tomatoes growing I planted for the fall, but they're not doing real well. They are kind of puny. I don't know. I guess it's not a year of tomato for me. My peppers have done pretty well. And my lemon over there, right, there, has quite a few lemons on it. So, yeah, that's about it for what I'm doing today. I just have to move some things around, make sure they're, up against the house or in the greenhouse, which, they could go flying in that greenhouse if the panels pop off, which has happened in storms. The panels pop off and go flying, but I've found them back in the woods and in the yard and in the neighbor's yard. Don't know what happened. It said reconnect. Have no idea. There's Wi-Fi, so it's just on Wi-Fi, so it's just on the data on my phone, and I'm terrible. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. The Wi-Fi is not that great. It says LTE. It's not 5G right now. Not Wi-Fi. Data. Sorry. Data. And I got a message from AT&T that I've surpassed 50, is it gigabytes of data? So they may slow down my data if the system gets congested. And I have unlimited data, and I really think they shouldn't be allowed to do that. But apparently they can, because it's in their contract somewhere that no one reads. Like, give us a list of bullet points so we know, not just, give us the contract, but give us a list of bullet points, the highlights, so we know what we're really signing without having to read a document we don't really understand. Not all of us, but some of us wouldn't understand a lot of that wording. So, anyway, I was waiting, resting, see if anybody hopped on here. Oh, there's a butterfly. I haven't seen many butterflies lately because most of my flowers have died. I've got some things, like I've got a couple of straw flowers blooming. I think I have a zinnia still blooming. My blue butterfly pea is blooming. And then I've got some basils that are blooming. And that's about it. So I don't have much anymore to draw in pollinators, butterflies and such. I see a bee every once in a while. I threw out some cosmos seeds and Mexican sunflower, but none of those came up. So, hey BN, how are you? I was just popping on while I was resting. I came out to move and put away things that can fly away in a storm, since there's a storm brewing and that's going to be in the Gulf, and I hope it doesn't come here, but I live close enough to where it is forecast at this moment that I have to put all the stuff that can fly, do the best I can, put it all up. Oh, I get slow. I got a message from AT&T that I had reached 50 gigabytes of data, and I have unlimited. So if the system gets congested, they can slow my data down, which I don't agree with because I pay for unlimited. If I wanted a limit, I would pay for a limit. Anyway, they can do it because it's in their contract. Hey Paula, how are you? I live outside of Mobile on the Gulf in Alabama. Like, it's about an hour to get to the beach to Dauphin Island, Alabama. Then it's an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to Gulf Shores, Alabama. And if you want to go the other way, it's about an hour-ish, hour and a half to get to Biloxi, Mississippi, to the beach. So, right now they say between Pensacola and Tampa, but Pensacola is about 45 minutes to an hour from me. So, and everyone down here knows that those storms can take a turn, and you don't know which way. They can they can take a guess and forecast, but sometimes they're not right. Well, next month, hey, Orange Beach is nice. It's fun. There's good food down there. Hopefully the weather cooperates with you, for you. While you're down there, you should drive to Destin. The water's really, really pretty down in Destin. Destin's pretty too. That's as far as I've been, is Destin. I'm doing okay, Paula. Same thing. Tired, hurt, but, I'm doing what I can. As I can. I just want this sciatica to go away. I mean, I have knee pain, but this sciatica is really causing me more problems than the knee. The sciatic pain keeps me awake. It's hard to get comfortable. When I get tired of laying on my left side, I want to turn to my right side, but the right side has that sciatic nerve irritated and it hurts to lay there. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Oh, that's okay. This wasn't what I planned today. I have a bunch of stuff to do videos about what I've won on Facebook and seeds I've won on, seeds I've won on Facebook and other things I've won on YouTube. And I was going to record a couple of videos, but then I looked at the weather. I'm like, well, you better do this while you can because you never know. You never know. And I don't want to be out here scrambling Wednesday or Thursday when it starts to get bad, if it starts to get bad. What are y'all doing? Enough about me. Enough about me. Y'all doing anything fun? Oh, is that good? Have you needed the rain, Paula? We haven't had rain in probably, how many days now? 4 days? Something like that. We had a good bit of rain though. For a few days it rained every day, and now we're back to no rain. But I think it's supposed to start raining Wednesday evening. This weather's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh yeah, give you a little drink for the grass and the ground and the plants and the trees. I don't either be in. I have been so sleepy all the time. And yeah, I'm not sleeping quite as well as I had been because of this nerve pain, but I sleep enough that I shouldn't be this sleepy all day long. Really, I don't get it. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's because the sun is going down earlier. Oh, I don't know. Oh, hey, I thought it was Beth, but I didn't want to get it wrong. It takes me a long time to remember names. It does, Paula. Yes, it does. And the mind. It's the body and the mind. I do think there's something going on. I don't know if it's the sun, the weather, something that I might sound like a conspiracy theorist, but something that they spray when they fly over places. So. Oh yeah, I have migraines once in a while. I don't have them as much as I did when I was younger though. I don't like those. Which pup? The newer one, I don't know where she's at. She's out here somewhere. She was sleeping over there by my huge okra tree. I know it's hard to see. Let me walk over there. I mean, it's really an okra tree because I'm almost 6 foot tall. Let me get over here. I'm almost 6 feet. Let me see. Let's put my hand on it. And it's probably got another 4 feet on it above my height. But she was sleeping over here. I disturbed her when I picked some stuff up that needed to be put up. Yeah, I've got 3 dogs. 1 dog is in the house. The Labrador's in the house. Okay, y'all are going to see this hot mess of a yard. But if you've watched my videos, you know I can't keep up with it by myself, so it doesn't ever get straightened up. There's Lucy, sleeping in the chair. I see that spray bottle there. That's vanilla I mixed up. It works okay for the mosquitoes, but the flies like it, so. And let's see if I can find her. Oh, she's over here sleeping by the gate. She likes to sleep by the gate because she can see what's going on outside the backyard and then get upset because she can't get out. We finally got it to where she hasn't been out in a week or two. Knock on wood. Somebody knock on wood. Because she's not fixed yet. We have to get her fixed somehow, some way. She doesn't really want to be in the house. Even at night, she doesn't want to be in the house. What you doing there, Pipster? Pippy, what you doing, Pippy? I have a video to, a short I have to put together of her being her little destructive self. It's not really destructive. It is destructive to the ground, I suppose. It is blurry. I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have internet, so I'm on my data. So it's gonna be blurry. Oh, that's okay. It's hard to keep up with how many animals I have. I have to sit and think about it. I can believe a lot of things stem from gut health. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I don't have we had Wi-Fi. We were using my neighbor's Wi-Fi, but he moved. So we don't have Wi-Fi anymore. And we can't afford the internet. So we don't have it. Hey Jamie, how are you? I had popped on here while I was resting from trying to put things away that will fly around in a storm. I don't know what I'm gonna do about my plants because I don't have it in me to move them. Like this pepper. It's tied to a pole, so part of it'll be okay. Like this pepper is not tied to one. This squash plant, which I'm about to give up on, won't survive either. I'm okay, just, same thing, tired, hurting, doing what I can. Look at this. This plant has died. This is a tomato. It has died twice. And what is it? It is can't see it anymore. Let me see if I can read it. Brown sugar tomato. It's a good tomato. I got a couple off of it. But this plant has died twice, and it's starting to come back again. But these are my fall tomatoes. Look how puny these are. Like, puny. There's no substance, no substantial stem or anything. They are getting a little bit tall, but they haven't done anything. These are the ones I planted for fall, and I was hoping by now they'd look a lot better, but they don't. Tomatoes do have a great will to survive. Like, all of them look. They just don't have any. I don't know if I didn't fertilize them enough or haven't fertilized them enough. I have radishes coming up because I'm a glutton for punishment. Grow radishes, they say. They're easy. No, they're not. Not for me. Look, this pepper. It's tied to a metal rod. So, see these chairs that I was using for my, I started out using them as shade for my melon vines and squash vines that were here. Then they ended up holding them. Like, that melon I had grew right there in the seat of that chair. I've got to get those moved. And laid down somewhere up close to the house. Let me see. Her name is Beth. She told me a little while ago, which I kind of knew, but I wasn't 100% sure. I'm forgetful too. I can't remember this morning sometimes, which is pretty bad. I think that's stress, a lot of it. A lot of stress. Look at this. That new dog is trying to make me break a leg or something. She has these little holes everywhere. I wish she quit doing that. A 7-pound radish. Wow. I've only gotten radishes a couple of times and it was only like a handful. They just don't do well for me. But I planted some. I waited till Farmer's Almanac. Was it that where I saw it? Waited a little while to plant them late summer, fall. So, what are y'all working on? Who's working on what? Oh, videos. I was going to record videos, Jamie. I have seeds I won and stuff I won on Facebook. But then that stupid storm that's brewing is going to be a bad one, they say. It's not supposed to directly hit us, but it's supposed to hit around Pensacola, between Pensacola and Tampa. And if it turns, you don't know which way it's going to turn. And I'm only maybe an hour from Pensacola. So I had to come out here and put stuff up. Move stuff, put stuff up, take stuff down, like the bird feeder's got to be taken down. All that good stuff. See my okra tree, Jamie? That thing's probably a good 10 feet tall. I have to bend it down to get the okra off of it. And the other one's probably 8 feet. And then I have some that aren't quite so tall. I haven't gotten a huge harvest of okra at one time, but I get enough that almost every morning or every afternoon I can come out and get a couple of pieces to snack on, which I like them raw anyway. They never make it in the house. I know. I can't believe it grew that tall. Really. I need to do one of those too, the survival seeds, but it won't take too long because mine didn't do so well, and I've already, done updates on that, so. But I have till when? October the 18th, so it'll be all right. Yes, less slime, and they're crunchy. Hey, Kristen, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. My boyfriend doesn't like okra. He says it's too slimy. And I keep telling him, I promise you, if you just taste it raw, it is not slimy. I promise. He won't even do it. So. And the dogs like it too. They get the little ends of it. But the dogs I grew some green beans for them. Didn't get many. And then this pepper plant right here, this one is for the dogs, although I've used a couple of them for myself when I cooked, but it's a sweet pepper and they like them, so that's their snack. Like these little okras, look at these, are short fat ones. I'll let it get an inch or so bigger and then I'll eat it. I forget what this one's called, and excuse me, the new dog stole the tag, so I don't know what it is. I could look at my packs and see. Is you grow row here? Hey, I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. Sorry. Fried okra's not slimy. He'll eat it fried. I do believe he will eat it fried. But he won't, I think. It's been so long, I haven't had fried okra in a long time. But he won't eat anything like gumbo that has okra in it. Although I mean, in the gumbo, you really can't tell that it was slimy because of how gumbo was made and what it is. So I like to cut it into, slice it lengthwise in half, put some salt, some pepper, some lives and such. What else is going on out here? I have some trombocino. I planted some more trombocino seeds. Oh, it's been several weeks. They came up, but they're growing slow, so I don't know that I'll get anything off of them either. And the new ones, it's kind of bright over here. There's the new ones. There's 2 of them there, and this is an old one, but I never got anything off of it. So, I don't know. There's some holy basil. Ooh, I need a water. This one, what is this one? I planted some rutabaga in this one, some turnips in this one, and they have not come up. I mean, it's not real dry, but it's dry on top. And I planted some in here and in here underneath this. This is in another pot. Some parsnips that have not come up. I need to take this down. It's a sunflower growing in a pot over there. Oh, here's my blue butterfly pea, the only one that survived. And it's getting attacked also by the leaf folders. Is that what they're called? But I come out here and pick the eggs off, so it's not too bad, but the eggs are hard to see. They're tiny, they're yellow. You have to, they like to lay the eggs on the newer growth, but sometimes they'll lay them on the older. Let's see if you can see that. Where's my fingers? See that little, that little thing right there? That's one of the seeds, and they're tiny. I just pull them off and throw them down. There's my lemongrass, which I have not done anything with. Shame on me. I grew it to use and have yet to use it. I know, Jamie, I'm sorry. I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have any Wi-Fi anymore. My neighbor moved and we don't have our own internet. So I just am on my data. That's the best I can do. I don't have the money. We don't have the money for internet. So I know I'm gonna, if I do them. I don't do them very often though. Can I make can I do mods on, assign mods on a phone? Because I don't have a laptop either. I have some little old it's not like a great big laptop. It's more like a tablet, but it does open up. Like it's got a lid cover on it. Look, I don't know why it keeps going in and out. That's you don't have an edit program on your phone or on your computer, Beth? iMovie's not bad, but I started using InShot. I like it. But anyway, it got so hot that I couldn't come out here and fill those jugs. I could fill them. That wasn't that hard. And then once they gassed off for a while, come and walk all around everywhere, back and forth, getting jugs of water to water my pots. I couldn't do it. It was too hot. So I just started using the water hose because it didn't take as long. And the plants don't like that at all. They don't. But now that it's not quite so hot, I'm back to letting it gas off. I like InShot, it's not bad. I'm still learning it, but you know. Okay, Jamie, there you go. If I was closer to the interstate, I'd probably have 5G. There's a big old tower on the interstate, and it's a big old tower on the interstate, and it's a mile and a half away. But you know, in the yard where I get 3 bars, it doesn't do that. You're so funny. It wasn't buffering as bad when I was sitting still, was it? Okay. Whew. It is quite warm out here. Especially when you're moving around. And there's not much wind blowing. Yeah, there's not. My word. And standard. Okay, I got 2 now. I'm not 100% certain where the 5G towers are, but I would bet that they're on the interstate. And I'm 10 minutes from Mobile. So really, if they're gonna do 5G, they just need to do it everywhere and quit with this other nonsense. We pay too much for cell service for it to be acting that way anyway. Yeah, I sat down and quit moving around the yard and have 3 bars. So is that all you're doing, Jamie, is editing videos? Are you canning something today? Drying something today? Tincturing something today? I haven't done any canning in a while other than water bath. The last thing I water bathed was peppers. But I don't have a canner and can't afford a canner. I want to go look at thrift stores, but I don't have any extra money for that either. So I just do what I can. Hey, Greenacre. Hey, Virginia, how are you? How are you, Greenacre? Ugh, I didn't get that many green beans. Now, I got quite a few of the Chinese red noodle long beans. But, I only got enough each time for dinner that night. I didn't get a huge, bucket full. Oh, yeah, essential oils, that's right. Oh, no, today's your day off with the rain. You can't go out wait, that's not you. You don't ride a motorcycle. Is that somebody else? That's purple on. Oh, sorry. I got you mixed up. That's my brain. Were you going to work outside, Paula? Oh, yeah, and you can throw the tomatoes in the freezer for that. So that works well, but I got a handful of tomatoes, Ro. That's all I got. And I have some tomato plants out here, but I'm beginning to wonder if they're going to do anything either. Even the cherry ones are not doing well. I haven't seen a flower on them. I only have a couple of bigger ones just because I'm like, why not try? But Matt's wild cherry and sunshine bumblebee, none of them have done anything. And they've been out here long enough that they should at least be flowering, in my opinion. Purple on 3, that's right. Yeah, raining. Rain does that. Yeah, I just do water bath stuff. I think you can do dilly beans, can't you? If you get enough, if you want to do green beans, you can do dilly beans and you can water bath them. Am I right? But anyway, I wanted to go to thrift stores and such, but I don't have money for that either. So, you know, it is what it is. I do what I can. And boyfriend works in a grocery store, and they have switched their pricing tags from paper to electronic, digital. So they reset the whole store. And he came home one day with like 10 or 12 cans of tuna that were 50 cents a piece, and chicken that was 50 cents a piece, canned sweet potatoes that were 50 cents a piece. What else? I don't even remember. Laundry soap, like cheap laundry soap. I use it for the dog and cat stuff, but yeah. And if something's going out of date, we get it marked down, but yeah. Who'd I miss? Oh, thank you, Paula. I don't have a vacuum sealer either. I want one. Don't, you know, but we don't have any extra money. So it's okay. I know, what a bargain. Yes, the little cans of tuna and chicken. I used 2 of the chicken cans last night and made green chili chicken pasta. It's not bad. I didn't have any sour cream, so I used plain Greek yogurt, so it's got more of a twang to it. But it's still good, it's edible, and we're eating, so. It is amazing deals. We do get some amazing deals. There was a different man doing all the markdowns, but he had to retire. So we were getting, you know, marked down milk all the time and eggs and yogurt. But the woman who's doing the dairy now, she won't do all that. Like, I would get a gallon of milk that was, Jamie probably know what I'm talking about, where the top is like scrunched in, and they can't sell them like that where he's working. I don't know that anybody can. But even juice, where it's just bent in and the bottle's deformed, for like $1 or $2. And it'd still be in date, well in date. I'm like, he'd bring that home, I'd open it up, get a butter knife and work it around the top of that lid, pop, 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 open and unbend it. So I miss that because I like milk. I'll buy canned meat when we can afford it, when I find it marked down. Vegetables, salsas, spaghetti sauce, noodles, beans, rice. Oh, do they? I've never seen Walmart milk at a discount. That's probably because I don't get in there early enough. But I've gotten other stuff, canned goods. What do you do with the goldenrod and the oil and vinegar? I mean, I understand that goldenrod is good for you, but how do you use that? Bargains are great. Yeah, I'm about a day or 2 of needing milk again, but I can drink a gallon of milk in like 3 days. It's my favorite beverage. We have goldenrod that grows around here in the yard, but I've never used it. I don't like when it's growing. It drives my allergies insane. Lasagna. I've never made a lasagna. I could do the ziti. That's easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know goldenrod's good for you. Except when you're allergic to it. But I think it's just the pollen from it more than anything. Like, even when the azaleas bloom around here, the pollen is atrocious and my allergies are bad. Yeah, I'll drink 2% and whole milk. I don't drink 1%. I'd cook with it, but I don't drink it. Well, hopefully it'll grow for you, Jamie. No, it's goldenrod, but I've had to look it up and make sure that's what it was. With the pollen, I guess, off of it, maybe. I don't know. It drives us nuts. I haven't had raw milk in a long time. Whole Foods used to sell it, but Whole Foods isn't open anymore. Oh, okay. I don't know if you want to plant it now, Jamie. It's going to get cold. It won't have time to develop its roots, will it? I'd be afraid it's going to die. You might have to get more next year. Unless you plant it in a pot and put it in a nice sunny window. I need to put my brassicas out, but it's too hot. They just bolt. But I have no room in there. They're getting too big. Yeah, I just don't know. You know, I know it comes back, but would it have time to establish its roots to where it could survive the winter there? That's my thought. Yeah, next week it's supposed to be in the 80s, so I'm gonna bring out the kale, which kale I think can handle some more heat than the broccolis and the cabbages. But bring some. I've got some pots that are in the shade, or I can move to the shade. Look, I still have asparagus in cups. This is its third year in a cup, I think, or second. I'm a bad plant mama sometimes. I'm in Alabama, outside of Mobile. Like, it's about an hour-ish to Dolphin Island, which is the beach. And then a couple of hours to Gulf Shores. And about an hour-ish to Biloxi, Mississippi. Oh yeah, you'll have some. But it would be nice if you could get it on your property right there. I mean, closer to the house. We'll have plenty come spring. So much that I'll be cutting it down. It's pretty though. It's nice and bright. I love asparagus, fresh asparagus, but I don't know where to put it. I don't know where to put it. And then I think about if you plant it and you ever get lucky and are able to move out of this place, how you can't take it with you. I guess you could dig some up. And I don't want, I have these tires to plant in, but I don't want to put anything in a tire that's a root. If that makes sense. Like, I won't put carrots in it, rutabagas, turnips, beets, sweet potatoes, nothing like that in a tire. I have a big yard, it's just not my yard, and so I try not to plant anything in the ground that's permanent. And I think that asparagus is permanent. Although I probably could dig them up if I wanted to take some, if we ever get to move. I know it's pretty. I know. Can I zoom in and zoom out? Oh yeah, you see that? Okay, I'm shaky, sorry. Where's my finger? There. See that clay pot right there? And that plant right there? That is my avocado that I need to up pot. I just don't know where to put it. Would it do well around trees? Like tree roots, that's what I'm asking. Or would it need a bed that's prepped for it? Can I do lazy gardening and just put it in the ground? But that's the avocado that popped up when I put the seed in the worm compost bin. Thank you for coming, Greenacre. Appreciate it. Yeah, they multiply. Do they need softer soil? I don't know if that makes sense. Like, not clay. A lot of this is clay. Maybe I could do some kind of little raised bed kind of thing, where they're not in, directly in the clay. Yeah, me either. Those poor things, they're surviving though. Barely. The poor things. I was gonna plant artichoke and I forgot. I just remembered that because we were talking about asparagus and that brought on artichoke. I wonder if I have time. Our first frost isn't until the end of November. I was hoping I'd get some squash, like this one. It's nice and pretty, but I have yet to see a female flower on it. And the melon worms are getting to it because they don't have a great big old melon plant that's doing real well over there to attack anymore. So they're attacking the squash. Yeah, lots of roots around here too. And then there's a am I zoomed in? That's the septic system stuff. So I can't dig. Oh, it didn't get, did it fall off because it wasn't pollinated right? Or did it just fall off? Butternuts. But I never got anything else. Pickle worms and melon worms. No squash. Now, there's no more vine borer, but I'm still getting melon worms. I don't think I'm getting pickle worms anymore. I think they're gone. So, I was hopeful. And I'm still hopeful maybe some tromboncino I can eat as a summer squash. Yeah, that's what I think. Pollination. It didn't get pollinated.